What's up guys, I'm randomfrankp, and I've been waiting for this video for nearly a year now. This project has been in the works for quite some time, and it's finally coming to life. We're gonna be making a massive key switch wall. Now you probably can't envision that, but if you guys remember last year when I checked out this massive key switch tester, I did a video on all the switches, a detailed breakdown, and a sound test for all of them. This little thing gave me, the inspiration to cover a wall head to toe in key switches. Now, obviously, when you think about it, not too possible. The whole mounting process would be pretty tough, and that was back in the apartment, and I didn't have room back then. Now we have a brand new house, glorious studio here, been building it up. If you remember in my room tour, I was saving that one wall over there for a secret project, but I put the 1 million plaque up there now. Definitely, looks better in that area. But I have a free blank wall to the left of my setup, and that's where we're gonna start building this project. So how's this all possible, you're asking? Well, I have this 12 by 12, 100 switch acrylic cutout here. And for comparison, a lot bigger than this guy. This was a completely custom project. I got 10 of these printed by my buddy Jordy. If you guys know, he's from Strata Keyboard or stratakb.com. He's the one responsible for making that really awesome Scrabble board tester, that massive switch collaboration he had going on. So I was looking around for a while, saw he made that, reached out to him, and my buddy Sergeant Ballistic, you probably remember him he's been on the Room Tour Project a few times. Check him out on Twitter and on YouTube. I pretty much told him the idea, and he designed the file. So he, made this in, I don't know whether it was CAD or something, but he made the 3D file. I sent it over to Jordy, custom printed 10 acrylic sheets. We're gonna hang them up, we're gonna mount them, we're gonna fill it all with key switches. And my goal for this is to pretty much have every key switch there is on this wall. All right, now going vlog style for the rest of this. At roughly 12 inches long, and we have 10 of them total. We're gonna go 3 by 3 to use 9 of them in that grid layout. That extra one I'll keep in case anything happens to one or one gets damaged or broken. And I can just use it as a key switch tester in the meantime. So I'll hang those up, get it all, leveled out, aligned, and mounted. And the key switches I'll be using, like I said, it's my goal to have every switch up there since we'll have slots for 1,000. Obviously, I can't use every key switch ever because people are always making custom ones and new ones are always coming available. I have close to 1,000 in my drawer as it is right now, just from previous projects, keyboards in the past, ones I've been collecting over the years. And we also had a pretty nice donation from Mastrop. They sent a few over. We had a great donation from Novel Keys. They sent a bunch of key switches over. I love Novel Keys. They're my go-to for everything keyboard related. So I'm gonna plan it all out, mount it, and we'll get to putting in those switches. All right, that was pretty simple. Have it all mounted here in that 3 by 3 grid. And no, it's not brown acrylic. There's just that protective film on the back side, which was used when he was laser cutting the acrylic. So I gotta peel that off now. That's probably gonna take the longest, very tedious. Took me 10 minutes just to peel one off before on that clear one I showed you in the beginning. So I gotta do all that, then we'll go over the switches. All right, so this whole process took a lot longer than I thought it would. Thankfully, I have my wife here to help me out. She's peeling it like a champ down there. Look at that. Almost all one peel. This is what I was working with. I can't peel this stuff for life of me. I have no fingernails at all. So got that all peeled now. Starting to hang them up. Only thing now is, since I was using that metal ruler, I got some marks up on the wall. I took a nice chunk out of the wall with that. So I'm gonna repaint and touch up some of those areas and paint the tips of the nails so they're white and they blend in more. So I'm gonna do that and have that dry for a bit. There. All the trolls. Oh, it's not even. Perfectly even all around. Take that, Miss Gower. I am good at math. All right, so it's the next day now. The wall is all dried for me touching it up last night and painting it. And what's pretty cool is without the switches in it, it's very abstract with the acrylic, because looking at the wall straight down, you can't really tell there's anything there. But the way the acrylic kind of like takes on lighting, and since there is actual depth to it, it's not just flat against the wall, because I think it's a 3/8 of an inch thick. Just the way the light hits, if you're looking at it from different angles on the side, it looks really, really cool. So we're gonna fill this up today with the switches. I don't have 1,000 individual, like I don't have one of every single switch, obviously. Well, technically it's gonna be 900 up here. So what I'm gonna do is put the ones that I like, the unique switches I have up there today, but every other switch will probably be a Gateron clear switch, just so it has this more uniform look. I don't know. This is going to be an evolving process, an evolving abstract key switch piece of art as we go along for the studio. And also, I've been setting them on this light, but these are glow-in-the-dark switches. So if we can bring them somewhere darker. Yeah, check that out. I got these from Novelties. You can set this over in that little baggie, but you don't typically see stuff like this, so pretty cool. So out of all the ones that I have, I was pretty interested in these Linjar switches. These were custom ones, the blue and yellow, kind of like IKEA. Picked up a few of those. I love these Kale China box switches. These are really, really nice. I'm a big fan of the like lighter green one. Picked up some Temu Sky switches. I heard they were kind of like clears. Even have some Razer of the opto-mechanical switches that you would find in like their Huntsman Elite keyboards and stuff. Managed to get my hand on a pack of those. Got some cream switches, some mod switches, Yak Red Pandas, ink switches, whole bunch of strays. Well, guess who severely underestimated my inventory? It's probably like 40% done, as you can see. I only got halfway in terms of putting up my those Gateron clear switches, so I probably need another batch or two. I think I'm like 350 estimated short for completing the every other one. And the only like complete layout here is this top one, and that's where I had like, you know, in terms of just layout, it is very random, but it's like the cherry blacks, blues, reds, greens, browns, whatever, then the Gateron, and the Kale equivalent. And that's, yeah, like I said, only really here. Have some other stuff, and I started just to fill it in with more of an aesthetic kind of thing with the Telios, like the Jade switches, the Sky Otemu switches. But yeah, I mean, I still have probably close to 300 switches still, but they just don't fit in. I got a lot of the yellow ones. I don't want a lot of yellow up here, especially with those like those Chinese box ones with the yellow and the red, like mustard and ketchup. I don't know. I got to order a lot more. But in terms of the project as a whole, still a work in progress. But like I said, my goal is to eventually get one of like every switch possible. It's still a pretty cool project. I'm happy I started this, something to do, add something to the wall, and definitely satisfying. Got these newer Otemu Sky switches in. They're okay. I don't like as much as I thought I would. Love these. Love the Jades, the purples, the royals, the navies. Good stuff. So sorry to disappoint in terms of not having a filled up, completed project. But like I said, a work in progress. Always going to be changing and stuff. Maybe I'll adjust it in terms of like a color gradient. Maybe in terms of like clicky and tactile and linear switches. I don't know. If any vendors out there want to help supply some switches, any people out there in the keyboard community like making your own key switches, anything like that, reach out to me. Add it up on the wall. And again, thank you to Massdrop for supplying, as well as Novel Keys. Definitely helped with some pretty unique switches and stuff. So yeah, that'll wrap it up, guys. Maybe I'll do a part 2 in the future if we get it completed. But it's a little fun little project, a nice, a decorative art piece, kind of like a hobby with keyboards and stuff. So I figured it would make sense for the studio. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'm Random Frank P. Have a good day.